Some days you got to celebrate. Let's talk about it. Folks, welcome to the Baseball Brewhaha. Um, it's, I don't know if it's celebration weekend or what do you call it. We're going to talk about celebrating a little bit today. Adam, what do you got happening that's worth a celebration?
We're hosting a little family get-together barbecue tomorrow.
Mm,
So celebrate that, celebrate family, celebrate enjoying being together.
mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
Absolutely.
And I hear you are celebrating a date with Destiny.
A date with Destiny. You mean my baseball team?
Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, a little swag. I think we had introduced the hats perhaps at one point.
Yes. Yes.
We got our jerseys.
Oh, you got the City Connect.
Yeah, so the whole league, there's 5 teams in our league. We got Rockies, Dodgers, Astros, Red Sox, and Reds. And it went um City Connect theme for
Mm-hmm.
all of those. Probably my favorite for all of them is the Red Sox one because they went blue hat, yellow shirt.
Okay.
So which are those are clean. They're real nice. The downside is the yellow is a little bit of a lighter yellow,
Mm-hmm.
so it doesn't pop as much, but I like where we ended up.
Yeah.
We're green for the second year in a row, full on. No shame in our green right here. So there we are. And we celebrated the new uniforms here. We had our first game and we picked up a W. Picked
Yes.
up a W. We final score was 16-9, and their team put up a 5 spot in the last inning before it was called
Okay.
due to time. So it was impressive. It's worth celebrating.
It
We
is.
played the team that we played on paper. Look, baseball's not played on paper. It's played on the field.
Mm-hmm.
On paper, that based on how the draft went and everything, they were looking like they're going to be the toughest team, and they may still end up being the toughest team. But we hit the ball, we made some plays,
Mm-hmm.
took advantage, I will say, of they had a couple mental lapses on the base paths that gave us a couple outs when we needed them.
Mm-hmm.
But
There you
I
go.
could
That's
I couldn't be
that's
happy. I couldn't be happier with how we played.
That's the game of baseball, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, it was great. And we had kids that have never played before,
Yeah.
getting hits, fielding the ball,
Yeah.
catching pop flies. I mean, what we're talking about.
It's good
So
stuff.
yeah, it was great. So we're celebrating a little bit. And we've got a child that's got um a child with a birthday coming up, doing their big friend shindig. And we've got a friend of ours celebrating their birthday. I think it might be their 40th. Anyway, celebrating their birthday. We're doing a derby party,
Derby party.
Kentucky Derby party.
Okay. Didn't know
So,
you were going Pinewood, you know?
yeah, right. Yes, exactly. But so have you been to a Kentucky Derby themed party before?
No.
No. So, what do you expect that to be like if you were to guess? Like the attire in particular.
The attire, um, polo shirt with a faux bow tie.
Okay. I don't have a faux bow tie.
Okay.
But so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go um khaki pants.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go, I've got a really like a bright blue polo
Okay.
and a sport coat.
Yeah.
So they apparently you're supposed to do like some kind of like a hat, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the only kind of hat I have is a baseball hat.
Okay.
So that's not gonna fly. And then for the ladies, do you know what the ladies do for Kentucky Derby?
Sundress with a faux bow tie.
No bow tie, but bro, you got to know the hats. It's all about the hats,
The hats,
the
big hats.
big hats. So, um, my wife apparently ordered a big hat and
Okay.
thought it was going to get here today, but
Uh-huh.
it's tomorrow, and we're not sure if it's going
Uh-oh.
to get here on time. Um, so we're kind of,
Make a trip to the thrift store.
mm-hmm. So we're supposed to bring something that's worth winning.
That's worth winning.
Yeah, so like some kind of prize, door prize or something.
Okay.
So we're thinking a bottle of wine that's fairly stock. You know, people drink a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
You got any outside the box idea? Because all I have is like random baseball equipment and things like that. I mean, I don't really have anything. I don't think that's worth winning. Can you
Yeah.
help me think outside the box here? Something worth winning?
Well, when I think about uh like derby, horse derby,
Mm-hmm.
uh there's like the flowers. So you
Mm-hmm.
could bring like a bouquet of flowers,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah, it's a little outside the
if you're
box. That's
going
nice.
if you're trying to go on brand outside the box.
Yeah.
You could go with a big hat.
Good. I don't know. I don't know if somebody wants a big hat after this event. What are you doing with a big hat? Uh,
Um,
Fair.
yeah, you know,
Okay. Well, if it comes to you,
a shiny penny for the penny loafers.
yeah. So
A pin. Pins are in.
pins are
People
in.
people
Oh,
are
really?
into pins. I don't wear them, but in the world, pins are
Really?
in.
It's a new thing. It's a thing right now.
Yeah, yeah,
I
kind
mean,
of.
I still have the from when we went to the All-Star game. I still got the Mariners lapel pin.
Yeah.
It's at my office though. So anyway, so good. Um, so celebrating. Let's go back to that. In baseball in particular,
Hmm.
pick up a W.
Yeah.
It feels good. It feels like, hey, we put in some work. The kids played a great game. But we talk about, especially like Major League Baseball, one game you can't get too high or too low.
Yeah.
Um, and so talk to me a little bit about that. How do you celebrate rightly, even in just life in general? Because there's some sort of there's like a happy medium, it feels like as well.
When I think about this, I think about building on the win, right? You
Hmm.
celebrate it, and part of the celebration is recognizing what worked that we
Yep.
want to carry forward into the next game
Hmm.
and to name that. And then and it's okay to feel good about it, and then we're going to refocus on what we need to do, what's be in the moment now. You
Yeah.
know, the only way that you can win the next game is to be at the next game.
Hmm.
If you're still in the last game, you're not in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking at yeah, exactly. What did you do right? What are things that we can improve on? Um the thing where we've kind of over the length of the season had some advantage, and we'll kind of see how it goes because we've got about 9 guys that can pitch it for us, and varying levels. About 3 guys kind of at the top end, a few guys in the middle, and then some guys at the bottom end. But like we had one of our kind of mid-tier guys throw, and we probably didn't maybe put him in the best position. It was a good learning experience for us as coaches, because we're kind of, last year we were just like, every inning it was like, this guy's going to play, like our pitchers were just like, that guy's going to pitch, and then that guy and that guy and that guy, and we just kind of like mapped it out, and we're like, we need to be a little bit more dynamic this year. And so the one thing that we noticed is that we didn't give our next guy sort of adequate warm-up time like we normally would. So maybe it contributed, maybe it didn't, who knows? But it's certainly an opportunity for us to improve as coaches, right? And then you get a sense of like, what do you have? Like, we had our first player who played catcher, like, was unbelievable, played a great catcher, and it went a little downhill after that. And that's okay. I mean, we're developing. We're not playing one player at catcher all year. So it's going to be a mix. And then we had a learning experience, couple of one right fielder took his glove off. Fortunately, it was still in his hands, but the ball was hit over his head. And you got to keep a glove on.
Yeah.
Got to do it. And then the other one, we had like a stolen base and an overthrow, and then the center field's backing up the play and like launches it over the third baseman's head, and then the third baseman launches it over the catcher's head, and we're like, all right, it's a good thing we're up by like 10 runs right now, because this is
Yeah.
we can't handle it. What are we doing?
You got the circus theme playing in the background.
Yeah, for real. So I mean, it's one of those things where it's a way to learn.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you on that kind of. So one of the things I wrestle with, and certainly in practice it makes sense, but like, you don't. Sometimes you have to do that to like figure it out,
Yeah.
right? Like in practice, I'll be like, if the guy's already at first base, I want you to throw the ball. I know you're not going to get him out, but how are you going to learn how to make that throw if you don't throw the ball? Like,
Yeah.
we can't just like be in a game and like catch the ball and just stand there. Like, I mean, you can, but like, you're not going to get better if you
Yeah.
don't throw the ball. So I have mixed feelings about that, but I don't want my center fielder just like all out launching the ball with no relay to the third. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got any
Yeah.
feelings?
There, I'm of two minds, where it's like, yeah, like you're saying, you want him to make a throw, and learning and reflecting is part of, oh, I really launched it. That,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's also the teaching of that, of like, hey, we have a cutoff, here's why. Had you hit the cutoff, then this happens differently.
Mm-hmm.
That's all part of the learning. That's part of the
Yeah.
coaching. That's part of the being in the game.
Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah. So anyway, all that to say, we got some hits. We got a kid that got hit in the helmet with a pitch,
Yeah.
called a foul ball.
Oh no.
I mean, granted, it wasn't like a solid, and his bat was behind him.
Uh-huh.
So to me, it was pretty clear that it hit plastic, not
Yeah.
metal. But the umpire didn't see it that way. And
Yeah.
poor kid was in tears because it hit him in the shoulder as well, which I didn't see
Uh-oh.
right off the bat. And so we told him, he's a newer player.
Uh-huh.
And so we told him, look, just stand in there. If you don't feel like swinging, don't swing.
Yeah.
He took his walk, scored a
There you
run,
go.
you know? look, it all feels better when you get on base. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, did you mismanage your challenges? Is that what happened there?
yeah, we even tried to go ABS a couple times
Yeah.
on a
Didn't
couple
work.
pitches. It didn't go. They didn't recognize the signal.
Yeah.
So yeah, we mismanaged our challenge, but what are you gonna do?
Learn from it.
You learn from it. Yeah. So all right. Well, thanks for hanging with us, folks. Celebration paired with learning. It's life. That's how we do it. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll see you next time.